It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now it's Richardson. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adonai Mitchell, 65 yards. And the Colts will strike first here, this wild card matchup. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A great job there, and that old cliche, take it where the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Out route to Hill, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. They'll look to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught. Smith. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now Richardson. That is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Richardson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. 7-7, our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Richardson working from the gun. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Throw caught by Achane. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. On play action, they'll throw.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle.
31 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Warren. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
First and 10, Taylor now. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
55 yards.
And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, he'll drop to throw. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll go. Achane. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. In motion, Hill. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonnu Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A final shot before the half. Richardson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Back to throw again. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. They'll set up a throw. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Finding Pierce on the crossing route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Here's Richardson to throw. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. And Richardson looks to throw once more. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Connecting over the middle with Downs. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. QB sneak, Richardson, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Velus Jones, 70 yards. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me,
oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round one. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard.
Up the middle, H.M.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
They'll run for it with H.M.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to fourth down. He'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down, and the Colts are going to take over with a football. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he's got Pierce.
And he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shot.
Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Now Richardson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
On the draw is Taylor.
Powerful running. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
Touchdown, Colts! Josh Downs from 10 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, fourth quarter, as the kick is away here. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to the left sideline and incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
He's back to throw. Connecting with Hill, and he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. They'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Richardson. That is intercepted. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now,
and he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Sanders now to add the extra point.
And we may very well be headed to overtime.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Richardson.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. Here Richardson yet again.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Opening drive of overtime and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
Richardson off the play fake.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
Over the middle, complete. It's Warren. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd and 4. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down of a sack. Back to throw here. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Remember, all they need is a field goal here, but the offense still on the field, 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags, and in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoff.
No rest, they get to keep playing.
The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.